You know what gives me a boner?
Grail from the Grail Mercenaries.
Fucking no. Speaking of blowing, damn, don't I love a good blow? And welcome to episode 36 of What's New Player 2 podcast. Why
Dynamic entry!
Honestly, that started me just a little bit.
I mean, that was the point.
I didn't like it, nor did I appreciate it.
That's also the point.
Fair enough. So,
Did you already say hello and welcome to episode 36
yes,
of
I did.
the What's New Player 2 podcast?
Well, we just did it again now, so there you go.
It's doubled the trouble, doubled the value.
Yeah,
Well, I guess the value was zero.
We'll have to admit,
zero.
a very light week in terms of what's happened.
I don't think, anything.
Nothing's really happened this week, gaming-related wise.
I
Nor really
I had a
anime.
work Christmas party, that's about it.
I mean...
And I had a run-in where an employee at the place where we went to, there was an arcade at the place we went to.
What games?
Just random stupid ticket games.
Okay, never mind then.
And one of the employees, someone lost their play card behind in between, a slit on one of the games, and I have a lockpick set that I keep on me at all times.
Yes, you do.
I don't know how to lockpick. I want to learn. And I was going to use one of the tools to get it out, but it slipped in. So then we used a butter knife, got the card out, and I shook the machine to get the tool further in. And I had some guy open up the machine, and he pulls out the tool, and he gives it back to me. And without asking a single question. So I won't say who it was or where it was, because I don't want to risk the man getting fired. But, shout out to you. You know who you are.
Well, random side note. A artist I follow on Twitter was making these little I don't think well, yes, but I don't think they were commissions at first. I think they were just doing just to do them. There were 3 houses centered keychains essentially, at least what they were making it, but it was in black and white at first, which is every character in their room doing I don't know, something
quirky
that's to their character, and it's really cute.
She quirky.
And the artist is Birusabi, and excuse me, and
that all 3 of you go follow them.
They're really but I really like their art. And then they announced they were they were doing coloring of those versions, which I was very happy about, because I got sort of the Caspar one. I'm ooh. And then recently they just opened up the store, and they're actually up for pre-order. So we all got a few, and I am pumped. And they even had some Grail Mercenaries ones, and I almost died because I wanted all 3 of my babies, but I sacrificed 1 for 2.
I think I only got 2.
You did. You got only Sylvain and
Didu.
I did Caspar, not Titania. She's the one I sacrificed.
I'm actually surprised about that.
Mist and Soren?
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's
fair enough.
It was very hard. But I'm not bumping up that bill even more, even though it wasn't that much more. But I'm not bumping it up more than I had to. I'm all 3 of my babies or 2 of my babies. I'm 2. So, and our friend got Ike, so Ike and Claude.
Oh, I thought it was Dimitri and Claude.
That's what I was expecting, but no, she said just Claude and Ike. I'm okay.
Huh.
I know, right? Believe me, that was my reaction.
Really surprising.
I mean, mine are not surprising.
No, not at all. Well, the surprising part is that you didn't get Titania.
No, but I didn't want to spend another $8.
That's fair.
I would love to, but I need to have a limit. That's really my biggest thing. If I have a limit, I'm good. When I don't, God help me.
God help me by giving me a limit.
Yeah, seriously. But yeah, so just wanted to talk about that real quick, because honestly, I'm getting excited for those things. They're not going to be shipping until end of January, but hey, I'm still excited for them.
I got lied to by a shipping company. I bought on so for Secret Santa, I had one of the higher ups I work with.
Yeah.
And I got them Dallas Cowboys shot glasses with their name on them. It was just $22 for them. So
that's not bad.
No, not bad at all. And the NFL shop was buy it now, get it before Christmas, get it within a week, get it before Christmas. They kept saying that. They kept saying you'd get it before Christmas, you'd get it in a week.
I'm assuming it's not happening.
It's not
Christmas.
even shipping till January. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I ended up getting him a Texas Roadhouse gift card and a card that says it was either this or Rogaine.
They'll appreciate that.
Oh yeah, he definitely did.
Yeah, no, my one job asked if I wanted to Secret Santa 3 times.
Oh.
I was like, no. Every single time. I'm like, I'm not. Because if I got one of the people I definitely did not want, I've been immensely regretful. And honestly, even though they would be easy and just get them a scarf, I would get that scarf and ring around their neck.
I work with someone who has excellent taste in scarves.
So do I. Yeah, no, like she mine too also comes in really nice scarves, and like honestly, she looks very like bopping. I'm like, oof, you go.
It's incredible how some people just make scarves work.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I wish I was one of those.
I'm not either. So
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen you in a scarf.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Hideous.
You know what I mean, you asshole. Anyway, so speaking of Fire Emblem, though, very randomly Nintendo dropped 2 costumes.
Martha on his head.
Well, not 2. Shut up. Not 2 costumes. They added a new costume for Byleth, and it's just Sothis' garb. I'm like, everyone was really thrown off by it because it's really weird and like came out of nowhere.
You mean like the Half-Life 2 bug fix that came out a few weeks ago?
Oh yeah, I forgot that was a thing.
Everyone just went,
Valve.
What? That was fun because literally no one knew what to expect. People weren't saying this confirms Half-Life 3. Everyone was just, what?
Well, yeah, I mean,
you're fixing a bug on it?
If that game ever somehow came to the light of day, it will not do as good. It will not do good at all.
Oh no, there's no way in hell it can live up to the hype. They have no chance. Half-Life 3 will never come out because it will only ever be disappointing.
That also Nintendo dropped an announcement and showcase
that
of
they were
Luigi's...
dropping Mario on his head.
Shut your fucking mouth. Luigi's Mansion 3 is apparently getting DLC in the form of costumes and
Uh-oh, it's me, Mario. Oh no, they're dropping me on my head.
God, that was loud in my ear.
Honestly, I was not expecting it to be that loud.
Well, he physically grabbed the Mario figure and just dropped it on his
I'm
head.
really glad that I have this and I don't know where it came from.
I wasn't even going to question you.
Oh yeah, back onto my head.
There you go.
Oh, it broke his leg.
No, well. Oh, wow.
Oops, sorry Mario.
Oopsies.
Luigi's Mansion 3 got new costumes, and one of them is Jimmy Neutron from Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius.
Another one that makes him look like a
K-pop stan.
No, a knight in armor.
Didn't they do that in Odyssey?
Maybe, but this one's like blue.
Okay, so it's slightly different from the one they put in Odyssey.
Yes. So that was a thing, and yeah. So, and also, I keep stuttering, or not. I'm stammering, I should say. But
well, you stuttered on the word stammer. You actually didn't. I just wanted to say it.
Oh, I was gonna say like I wouldn't be shocked.
Nah.
That's why I wasn't gonna say anything.
I mean, I'm full of stutters too.
Yeah, but I think I'm worse. Either way, so according to a press release from Microsoft, they stated how the Xbox Series X is not its actual name, but instead they're just calling it Xbox. Let that sink
I've seen
in.
that before.
Yeah. So they're just reusing the name, except in this case, what they're probably trying to do is because I doubt there's gonna be any upgrades, like any. New...
Random slug fact: slugs can travel over an upright razor and not cut themselves.
I was wondering why you got a book out for some reason.
Hell yeah. This book is the greatest book on earth. Did you know the Japanese emperor is forbade from eating fugu, which is pufferfish sushi? No matter who makes it, the Japanese emperor cannot eat fugu. Boy, give me back my book! Unbelievable. That's part of my Secret Santa gift that I got. That and a slab of meat. They know me so well.
They know you very well. I don't like that. Oh. Anyway, throwing me off track. So, but I feel like what Microsoft
artist
is
formerly known as Box.
I feel like they're not gonna really have like any more like new Xboxes after this, and I feel like they're trying to unify it under one name now.
The Xbox PC.
Just Xbox. And like, I find that really fucking weird. And like, really.
Well, I mean, how much more advanced can console specs actually get?
Well, exactly, because at this point, it's really just turning. It really is just going to be like a home. No, not really. I'm trying to think of the word. Like,
well, they're basically done with graphical upgrades until some super huge upgrade in graphics or in the human eye happens.
I was say the human eye has to happen first. Let's be real here.
And now I think they're all just going for keeping those high-end graphics but upping performance.
And also backwards compatibility, because oops, they realize that it's kind of a big thing.
Meanwhile, Nintendo's over here like, hey, guess what, guys? Watch this. And they do a backflip and everyone's like, holy shit.
I mean, yeah, but in their case, they at least...
They do the wackiest shit, and it's probably the single most important company in all video games.
I mean, of course, they're the ones who really make the other companies try to...
Like, have to try.
And also, like,
Because let's be real, modern day gaming, you can get away with making a pretty shallow pool. Like a aesthetically pleasing pool of water that's about 1.5 foot deep. You can get away and sell millions of copies of that.
I thought you were going further with that. Anyway.
Oh, no, sorry.
No, that's fine. Don't force it.
Get it?
Yes.
Forcing it.
I forced it.
Forcing it like, this joke.
Mm-hmm. Very much you know what I mean.
Well, listen, I wanted to say something, but I figured that, it'd be a little fucked up, and I wouldn't be allowed to say it.
You can.
Okay. Forced, like police force black people to stand in a line.
Okay.
There we go.
Well, sorry. I just hope I saw some nice FE6 fan art.
God, some people must be rubbing off on me the wrong way. Normally I would have just fucking said that and not contemplated the morality of it.
Oops. That may partly be me.
I know, I gotta get back into my sphere of being a total jackass.
Or not.
Nah, I like it.
Or not.
Nah, I'm gonna do it.
No.
Watch me.
Please don't. I'm good.
I'm gonna go straight up to the nearest crack dealer and tell him that his own mother is outing him to the cops today. And they're actually quite a bit around where I live. So, Marvin, you know where you are.
So, in other news, Sony released a video
where they showed how many babies the PlayStation 5 could take in a fight. It was a surprising number.
No.
They did that too.
But Sony released a video showing off a new controller attachment that basically gives you an extra
gives you a hand job while you play.
No, gives you an extra set of buttons that you could map it to where.
I'm sorry, did they attach a keyboard to their controller?
No, here, look at the back button announcement. If you want to go on the landscape phone.
What? That's a pop socket. That's straight up a pop socket.
A little bit, but that's... So, it's essentially...
Xbox had that on their Pro.
Yes, so apparently it's going to be a separate part for PS4 controllers for an extra $20, I believe, or $30, around there.
You can map it to whatever...
You can map it whatever you want it to. And honestly, I feel like, I mean,
might make jumping easier
I
in
think
some games.
I think it's a neat idea. Plus, it's it's officially made, so that's $30. It's officially made, so I think that's neat. And I feel like that's also leading into what I feel like the PS5's controller is gonna be like, where I feel like it's gonna also have back buttons, and therefore try to ease people into that kind of control scheme or style. So and potential backwards compatibility with controllers, and or at least maybe, let's say you don't need a PS5 controller, but you could use it.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I got a weird bruise on my toe, and I don't know where it came from.
Ew, gross. So I think that's really cool and interesting, and honestly, those buttons, very tempting to kind of
buttons.
No, but like I don't know, like that's a tempting purchase in the future, because honestly, using that for like fighting games could be very nice.
Once they add a dongle that'll jack me off while I play the anime titty games, then come talk to me.
Just get a fucking vibrator.
A vibrator for my vagina?
Yes.
Oh well, no. I'd like I save that for special occasions.
I can't with you. I
Buy
can't.
a high-end sex doll that's like motorized. I want to know how people afford sex dolls. The type of people who have sex dolls seem like the type of people who don't have the money for sex dolls. Like, you see someone with like a $3,000 sex doll and you're like, well, what do you do? And it's like, oh, well, I sit in my basement all day and I angrily comment on forums about why Rem is my favorite anime waifu.
Sorry. I just looked at. I saw that my mother texted me on Instagram. It said something about Martha Stewart. I'm like, what the fuck is she sending me that has Martha Stewart? I'm like, oh, it's a picture of her dog with food. I'm like, oh, that would do it.
That's not a dog. That's a black man in a collar. So Martha Stewart might have some things to explain. But that's something for the media. That's not for me to decide.
No. Oh, you can actually, if you want to talk about it, because I still haven't. I gotta catch up on my shows. But you've been watching Overly Cautious Hero.
I have been watching Overly Cautious Hero, haven't I?
At least you said you were.
I have.
And then I'm like,
I think I'm up to the most recent episode that they did in English.
Then I'll be like, oh, I'll get on that. So I gotta catch up on Demon Slayer, Fire Force, My Hero. Oh my god, My Hero I've been lazy as shit with.
So the main character, I'll save him for last because he's the best part. He's supposed to be. The hero is overly cautious. It's another isekai, and everyone's tired of those. They're way too overplayed because they're really simple to make. But I think I like the twist that they spin on it, where it's like, what happens if the overpowered protagonist is also paranoid as fuck, and like has to make sure that everything goes literally perfect for what he's doing.
Oh, yo, the fucking English actors, fucking what should I call it? Anthony Bowling. He did the voice of.
He went bowling.
He was the main character of Ultimate Otaku Teacher.
Oh, cool.
Continue.
Ultimate Otaku Teacher is a good show.
Yeah, that was another underrated show.
As far as the other characters outside of the main characters, Risa is she's just there to be like eye candy and to be a punching bag for the rest of the cast. And she's all right, you know. She's actually pretty funny occasionally. The two kids they have following them, God help me, I can't remember their name.
He's kind of cute.
Mash and... You see that it's funny because quite literally every single character in the show will not let you go 5 seconds without remembering that he's cute.
But I mean, he kind of is. He does look like just a long-haired Kirito, but like, still kind of cute.
He's way buffer than Kirito was drawn as.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, but so Mash and whatever the hell the girls' name are, they're kind of introduced to be like, they're supposed to be his sidekicks and help him win fights, and they're supposed to grow stronger together. But like, he just uses them as pack mules, and like, he lets them grow stronger so they can carry more items for him, and he lets them learn new things so that they can learn new skills and magic so that they can use that magic to help carry his shit. It's it's pretty funny, the show. The main character is definitely the best fucking part.
I feel like that's always like your case.
What, for main characters?
Yeah.
They're not normally my favorite.
Well, no, like in shows like this.
Well, see, I like him because he's super cautious, so he's always prepared for everything. But he really is pretty fucking arrogant, I guess you could say.
Oh, I had to say. First thing, the first few images I get when I search up the main character. Ooh. Oh, gifts of those? I'm sorry, continue.
Well, like, a running theme throughout the show is that every single goddess... Because he trains with different goddesses instead of just training in the world so he can destroy the Demon King. And every single one of the goddesses he trains with ends up wanting to fuck him. And then he's like, nah, bitch. He literally, unironically, in the English dub at least, says stuff like, listen here, bro, migo. And... just, like, he's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
He's such a dickbag, but, like, also he's got the power and skill to back it up. And I really enjoy characters like that. The show's funny. The action's pretty good. The fact that sometimes there'll be some bullshit where Rista will be like, at the very beginning, Rista's like, oh, we need to go to the starting town to get weapons and armor, and then we'll start leveling you up by fighting weak monsters. And he says, nah, how about this? We're going to go back to the goddess realm. I'm going to do push-ups and sit-ups there until I'm strong enough level to come back to the first town. And then he does that, and they come back to the first town, and then one of the Demon King's 4 generals is waiting for him at the first town. Like, well, I knew that if a hero did show up, he'd probably show up at this spot, so I'm here to kill any would-be heroes before they can even get started on their journey. So then he runs the fuck away, and they go back into the goddess dimension. So he trains up, and only goes back after he's done training, and they're done, and she's about to murk some kid's dad that they met earlier on and is supposed to be endearing to them because they met the child. I don't get that. You know, it's to set up motivation. And then he fights the general, and she's like, oh, you're strong, but guess what? I secretly had a hidden second form for in case that you ended up being stronger than I thought. And then they continue fighting, and then he's like, oh, but did you know I was actually holding back this power? And she's like, oh, but did you know I was actually holding back this just in case you held a power held back, in case I held a power back in case you held one back. And, like that kind of shit happens back and forth quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, show's definitely good. Definitely worth a watch. Yeah, that's really the long and short of it.
Ooh, speaking of which, I finished Haikyuu Season 3, the dub of it.
How was it?
Ugh. It's 10 episodes of a fucking tournament arc. It was literally just one fucking match. But oh my god, was it fucking good. No, but I'm not kidding. It really just was 10 episodes of one match.
Jesus.
Yeah. And especially when you're not there from the beginning, you can kind of feel the motivations and whatnot. But oh my god, when you're from the beginning all the way to there, it's like you want your babies to win. I love all my children, the Olga boys. Now I just really want season 4 because the cliffhanger was really bad. Not like bad and like it was bad. It was just like bad like
made you want more.
So
I just want to sniff his head. Now I want more.
I want more, baby. So
want fabulous, all things fabulous.
That is
my simple request.
I'm very, very excited for it. Very good. Oh, our friend beat Persona 3, by the way.
Oh, sweet. Oh yeah, I think you were talking about that.
Did I talk about? Did it happen in our last episode?
I mean, towards the end, we started talking about person, and I think you said.
Did she beat?
I think off mic you said.
Oh, maybe off mic, but
Or that like you were having you had a spell of bad luck.
It might have been that, but no, I think after that. Oh no, I think I don't remember now.
Who knows?
Either way.
Maybe she didn't even beat the game. Maybe it's still like at the final boss. Who knows?
God no. I still cried. Even I knew it was coming. And I beat the game now a total of 3 times.
It's sad.
Slight spoiler, but yeah. Kind of. Anyway, still love that game more.
Did she get sad?
More so, like, after the fact. Not really in the moment, but it's because, like, I already knew what was happening, and I already was, I knew it was coming. So, I was already kind of, like, upset during it. She was kind of more upset after it.
Oh, so like how my 6th grade English teacher was during our reading of Mice and Men at the very end. He told us not to look at him because he would spoil the ending if we looked at him. And then once he finished the ending, I turned around and I saw him sitting there teary-eyed.
Bang, bang.
Yeah. Bang, bang. Double tap that bitch.
Woo-hoo.
Look at the rabbits, George. Or Lenny. Look at the rabbits, Lenny. And then the test had what was the last word of... Well, it was like a bonus thing.
Yeah.
It was like, what was the last word said in the book? And
George.
literally no one got it. Some group put the word 2. Some people said rabbits. The actual answer is guys. One group put just the period.
That's pretty good, though. I would think of that. Wow. But, yeah. You read that in middle school?
Yeah, I read that in, like, 6th grade.
Oh, wow. See, no, I didn't read that until 9th grade.
I read Catcher in the Rye in, like, 9th grade.
Catcher in the Rye I didn't read until 11th grade.
I liked Catcher in the Rye. I mean, looking back at it, I know why everyone says it's, like, awful.
I did not like it back then.
Because Holden Caulfield's just a whiny little bitch. But, like, when I read it, I was a whiny little bitch.
Of course, but a lot of kids around that age were whiny little bitches. But, yet they didn't like it.
Well, I liked it, because I was the same kind of whiny little bitch.
I know, but...
And then, like, I realized I was a whiny little bitch, and I stopped. Still like A Death in Venice, even though I think that's creepy as all hell.
I never read that.
A Death in Venice?
Oh, did you do it for college?
I read it in college, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why.
But
I remember you talking about it.
It was good. Creepy, but good.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Hey, that's a child. Get your hands off that child.
Don't touch them like that. Stop it. No.
Hey, is that your child? 'Cause I don't believe that's your child. I think you should take your hands off that child.
I'm just touching my child's junk. What is wrong with that?
I am a doctor, sir. I don't think that's your child.
But this is how I hold hands with him. I hold his hand by grabbing his crotch.
I think you should let go of that child's crotch.
No, he likes being held.
I don't think he does. I think you're a pedophile.
Help me.
See, he's saying, help me.
That's not. He speaks Spanish. That's how they say, no, sir, I'm okay in Spanish.
He just said, ayúdame. That means help in Spanish.
May I do you?
He just said, lo siento, pero no hablo español. I'm sorry, but I don't speak Spanish.
No, fuck you. Let me touch my child's crotch.
No, let go of the child's crotch.
I will grip it harder. Ow! Ow!
You're going to pop his crotch, and then I will pop your top. Man, that divulged fast. The singularity in space.
That
normally sucks in all forms of light.
That diluted really quickly.
This singularity has sucked in all forms of sanity. And
For the record, we're not kitty touchers.
I mean, I have 4 cats.
Okay. But they're not...
Oh, with a D. Kitty with a D. Okay.
Anyway.
No, why would you touch a child?
Not like that. If you do, I will fucking find you. And I will cut your fucking hand off.
If it is money that you want, I can tell you that I don't have any. But what I do have is a very particular set of skills. Skills acquired over a long... Yeah, I can't just quote Taken. You can't just sit there and let me quote Taken about
I will
this.
let you.
No, that's not the right time to quote Taken.
But you're taking me aback.
I've taken myself aback. This topic has taken itself out back and shot itself 3 times.
Just like Lenny and George.
No, George shoots Lenny like once.
Maybe
double taps him just.
Not when I was done with him.
I don't know if that's supposed to be like a sexual thing or if, like,
No.
you walked in with like a Glock.
I walked
40.
in with a Glock and I just pap 2 more times.
Oh, so
I just pulled a Joanna Dark on him. I'm very secretive, but I'm also British. But also...
I don't think she's the only secretive British person on the planet.
No, but she's the one that I like. I have never watched a James Bond movie.
I'm certain there's MI6 agents that are British
I
females.
just like Perfect Dark, alright? No one talks about it because they don't like it as much as GoldenEye, because fuck you, GoldenEye's not as good as Perfect Dark, and no one's fucking brave enough to say it.
Yeah, pussy.
I just said Perfect Dark is better than GoldenEye.
Yeah, so
fucker.
that doesn't mean no one's brave enough.
No,
It
but...
just means not a lot of people agree with you.
No, because they just like fucking nostalgia over fucking a better game.
Bitch, they both from the N64. How is it that one's nostalgia but the other isn't?
GoldenEye came out first, and it was the big thing because of the multiplayer and whatnot, and that was the biggest thing around then, besides like Smash Brothers and Mario Kart. And by the time Perfect Dark came out, people liked it, but they weren't as like raving about it because they already got over their high with GoldenEye. And even though Perfect Dark had more multiplayer options than GoldenEye, but yeah, GoldenEye was the superior because it was a brand and name.
I was gonna say it also has time. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna argue that I also prefer Perfect Dark to GoldenEye.
Have you ever played GoldenEye?
I've played both, yeah.
Okay. Well, I know you played Perfect Dark because I think I made you play.
Me and my cousin played GoldenEye a couple of times.
Mm-hmm. And like, don't get me wrong, like I grew up with GoldenEye over Perfect Dark. Don't get me wrong, because I didn't own Perfect Dark as a kid. I didn't own Perfect Dark until 360.
I stole it from another kid.
No, just 360 era is when I got Perfect Dark, and I fell in love with it. GoldenEye I grew up with, and I loved it. Don't get me wrong, but comparing the two games, fuck you, Perfect Dark is better. just.
All right, there was no need to spit. Spitting was not on the itinerary for today.
I made the itinerary.
And you spat on the itinerary, and spit was not on the itinerary today.
Now it is.
I can't believe you've done this.
Well, you know what? Who is the one that plans everything? Me.
Yeah.
So I can add a new plan in every now and then, okay?
Yeah, you can't. That's not okay. It's not accepted.
Then someone else make a plan.
Yeah. No one else will.
Exactly. So shut the fuck up.
No.
Bruh, I
have the perfect ground to stand on because I'm equally happy hanging out and just being alone. I have the perfect ground to stand on for this. Because I will be equally happy hanging out with all of my friends as I would be sitting on my couch for 24 hours straight.
And I am the complete opposite. So, Nintendo randomly released Edge of Dawn on iTunes and strictly iTunes.
Nothing else, just iTunes.
Because for some reason, Nintendo's really weird and just likes releasing their music on Apple, but yet they don't want to for Spotify or fucking Google Play Music.
Or Spoofy.
Or fucking anything else. And it's like, can you just let me have the full Three Houses soundtrack on Spotify, you fucks?
And they said, no, don't call us fucks.
Please, Zaddy.
They said, well, now you can't have it because you said Zaddy. And now the conversation's over.
But yeah, I've been bopping the fuck out of that during my car rides to work. I'm like,
Bopping and weaving and bopping.
well, not when I'm driving, but like straight up though, I'm just like, all right, let's fucking go, jamming out of this shit, so I don't have a somewhat better day, emotionally.
Round 1. Driving.
I know.
I don't know. It popped into my head and I said it.
So, so
I went on a binge in Pokemon Sword catching, trying to catch all of the Gigantamax Pokemon in Premier Balls. And I was with a friend, and we were both trying to get Gigantamax Charizard. I wanted him with his secret ability, and he just kind of wanted him. So, not secret, hidden ability. So, we were playing the game, and we kept restarting every time I caught it and it didn't have the hidden ability. And then I realized, oh, wait, you need to restart the whole den. So I was like, fuck it, we'll just catch it this time. But we fought it maybe 4 or 5 times, and every single time I caught it in the Premier Ball, and he did not catch it no matter what ball he used. It was kind of funny. And then I ended up catching, what's his name? Scentiscorch. And I caught, I got 2 event Snorlax, one for a friend, one for me. So I only need a few more. I need to recatch, Grimmsnarl in a Premier Ball. I need Machamp, Gengar, Krabby, and Alcremie, I think, and Eevee from Let's Go Eevee, because I don't have Let's Go Eevee.
Now that I think about it, well, actually, not now that I think about it, that was completely not what I meant to say.
Well, I haven't thought about anything, but
No,
I've actually blanked out quite hard.
Okay, sorry, I was looking at my messages and I was like, I don't remember ever messaging that, but whatever. It's a bunch of gibberish and
German?
No, gibberish. Fuck you. And
It's German.
Then it's kissy lips, and then she says, "Pussy lips, yas, queen."
Did you get hacked?
No, honestly, I think that might have been either you or me sending it to our friend.
I've never sent that to... Yas Queen doesn't normally leave my phone.
You shouldn't leave my phone either. Whatever. Either way, 2 things. 1, you never fucking... Do you still have Snapchat on your phone?
I think so. I think I technically do.
Because I sent you a snap
And I never
3 days ago.
I mean, you know, I don't have notifications for it on.
Well,
I
look
keep
at
notifications
it after this fucking recording.
I think I keep notifications for like 2 apps on, and even then, it's hard to not turn them off.
How fucking dare you?
Okay, well, I have Discord, YouTube, and texting, where if I'm not paying attention, it can be like, oh, you got this message, or this video was posted.
Yeah.
But I like to turn off Vibrate and the Ringer, because I don't want to deal with it vibrating all the time.
And I understand personally why.
Or if it's making noise. And sometimes I'll be in the middle of texting back, and I'll get another message, and I'll be like, oh my fucking god, you're one person, stop texting this much. You know who you are.
I was about to say, the one time I'm like, I don't know, that's not me for once. So I think to end this episode...
Has it really already been like an hour?
No, we're almost at the 40-minute mark, though. But, no, I was going to say was our probably last topic for this episode. Next week is...
Israel or Palestine?
Next week is Christmas already. What the fuck? So, probably won't be recording...
We're almost at the end of the decade.
Yeah, that's another thing. We're going to be at the end of another decade.
Next week's episode, most definitely not coming out on Wednesday.
It won't be recorded
quite literally
on Wednesday.
100%.
It most likely will be we'll most likely record on the 26th, but that's up in the air right now.
Yeah.
So, but I wanted to take this moment to talk about
Jesus Christ.
No, fuck you. You can go to church for that.
But there's Christ Mass. Hanukkah already started, and
Hanukkah doesn't start until Sunday.
What am I thinking of?
Kwanzaa?
No, I don't think Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa doesn't start either.
Kwanzaa starts like after Christmas.
Yeah, it's like 28th.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just wanted to like bring up like are there any like certain gaming memories or like not gaming memories.
Technically, yes.
Any memories in general that Christmas, because I definitely have one.
Okay, so technically gaming, yes. I forget how old I was. But
I don't remember how old I was either, but I definitely know what
I was young enough to where I got a lot of presents. Like nowadays, I ask for 0 things, and I'm often given like I was given a large stuffed chicken when I asked for quite literally nothing, and that made my day because it was funny. But like I asked for 0 things, and I usually receive like 1 or 2 things. But I was a child, and I think I remember asking for like 3 things, and I got like a shit ton. And a shit ton as a child, I guess.
No, I know what you mean.
But the one thing I definitely remember, because we used to have a picture of it framed, was I got an old Tonka truck game for the computer. I played the ever-loving fuck out of that game. Like, holy shit, it was all my computer. That and RuneScape was all my computer was used for. And Princess Peach porn, but like, that's not my fault. I didn't put that on there.
No, oh my god. I think the only like PC game that I really played frequently was like this Yu-Gi-Oh promotion dick. God
dick.
Damn it.
Every time I get Yami's dick.
I know. Every time I'm about to say discs, I'm always gonna just end up saying dick or dicks. Anyway.
Buy this pack and get Kaiba's penis.
But like I remember like even playing like one of my dad's work computers way back when, like these Yu-Gi-Oh promo discs of whatever that was on it. I don't remember exactly what it was, but remember
like episodes?
No, it wasn't episodes, but I remember like having a Pegasus one and a Kaiba one. That's all I remember.
I seem to recall those two.
I don't know what they had, but I remember having them. And the other game I played on PC was RuneScape as well. Anyway, continue. What your Christmas thing? Or was that really it? The Tonka truck.
Just the Tonka game.
Oh, okay.
And the time I got an Xbox 360, and I was like, holy fucking shit. Well, I didn't say that. I was a child, and my parents expect me to speak like a respectable human being. Joke's on them. I'm neither of those things. I mean, what? I'm a human. What?
I get it. Haha, funny joke.
Yeah, totally joking.
Yeah, totally joking. Uh-huh.
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 Good speaking, other head.
Other head.
All 4 of them. I'm an echidna. I've been found out.
Don't even like it's out of shock. It's like, ew, gross. No.
I know what you're referring to with echidna. That's why I don't play as Knuckles.
No.
I don't play as Knuckles. It's not because he's black. It's because he's got a 4-headed penis.
It's not because you're a rabbit. It's because you're black.
Black.
Oh.
Ghost stories, good times.
God. I still gotta finish that with my brother again. Fuck. I need to get on that. Anyway. So probably one of my most favorite memories of Christmas morning is most definitely when my brother and I got the GameCube with Smash Brothers.
Oh yeah, I got that with Sonic Riders.
I remember, and like, oof, holy shit. That's definitely one of the Christmases that I will probably always remember, because even like my parents like back then also would like, for the GameCube instance, they would wrap half of it with my wrapping and then half of my
that's
brothers.
Cute. That's so freaking cute. God,
so
parents are fantastic. They're so cute.
So they did that, and oh my god, I wasn't like that N64 kid. Ever seen that video, that kid who gets the N64?
Yes, yeah, he was on Tosh.0.
Yes. So I wasn't like that level, but like I was pretty high up there. It was just like, oh my god, the Nintendo GameCube and Super.
I cried of joy when I saw the Tonka thing.
And then Super Smash. I didn't cry of joy Super Smash Bros. But I was fucking pumped getting Melee. I was like, oh my god, the Super Smash Bros. Melee can play as Peach. Yes, I was really excited to play as Peach and Zelda. Clearly, nothing has changed.
No, that's not true. Now you're excited to play as Bayonetta.
And well, yeah,
She
fair.
ain't your Peachers or your Zelders.
No, but she's still my bitch. Who needs a fucking more information of her game? Platinum Games needs to stop.
Happy Christmas memories.
But, yeah, that's definitely one of the things I remember because I remember like I always saw like other friends or like even cousins who had the GameCube always had like the purple one or the black one, and I remember and I was always like surprised and like I was like, oh, I have the silver one. I felt so like unique about it. Like honestly, like it's not really that unique. Honestly, those are like the more common GameCubes. I feel like you see like laying about in other people's places or even game stores I've seen. But I don't know. That GameCube has been through so much, and that's had so much memories for me, both on that day and in general. Because, I mean, let's be honest, getting that with Smash Brothers day one, pretty much, that was like that was a lot of months I spent with just that, and then Animal Crossing.
I think I got a game. Me and my sister got the GameCube for Christmas one year, and I got Sonic Riders, and she got a game.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing with Sonic Riders, I got a GameCube and a game, and she got a game for a system she already had or something like that.
Okay.
And I got Sonic Riders, and the thing with Sonic Riders was that it came with this sheet of paper that had stickers on it, and I literally had the GameCube customized to have Sonic Riders on, like, all... If I can find it, I'll show it to you.
Like decals. You had decals on it.
Yeah, and it was all Sonic Rider, and that was the coolest fucking thing.
Yeah, that's one thing I never did with my consoles was, like, put decals on it. For some reason. I don't know why. Even to this day, I'm not, like, a big decal person.
I put a GameStop sticker on the PS3 to cover up a crack, I think.
I mean, no, like, the only thing, like, I really put, like, decals on is my 3DS XL. I put my Puyo Puyo, stickers on there. And an Akihiko keychain.
I don't think I customized that.
I mean, that's the only thing I've only customized, which is really weird, because I never did that, and I still really don't do that, so... Still kind of confused why I put those Puyo Puyo stickers on there. But I don't know, now I like them on there. But, honestly, going back to Melee, that was, like, really, like, the three biggest things I was excited about, was being able to play as Peach and Zelda, and being introduced to the Fire Emblem characters. I mean, that GameCube alone had a lot of fucking memories attached to it, and oof, honestly, probably still is my favorite Christmas gift, probably so far ever. I'll be honest, holds a lot of memories.
That's good. I don't know what happened to the Tonka game. I think it broke.
That's depressing. I remember one.
Wow, sucks.
Well, no. I remember, speaking of break, I remember, because I was one of those angry kids when I play video games.
Same. I pulled Jimmy Neutron Attack of the Tonkies out, and I broke it in half because I couldn't figure out how to play the fucking game.
I accidentally yanked the controller too hard, and, like, the GameCube was sitting up on top.
And you pulled it?
And I pulled down the GameCube, and it broke my memory card.
Oh.
Only mine. My brother's was fine.
But at least.
But my orange one that had all the Smash Brothers data on there broke. Oh. And what was I playing when this happened? Smash Brothers. Nothing has changed.
Oh god, that's awful.
I was both angry and upset.
I've never had that happen.
Oh my god, that had like Star Fox Adventures data on there. That had fucking my Animal Crossing data on there. I had a lot of stuff on there. My Soul Calibur 2. Oh my god, that's right. That, another GameCube memory. But that could be a topic for a whole nother episode.
God, if I had lost my Chow Garden data back then, I think I literally would have cried for a couple of days.
I mean, that's fair. I cried for like a day. But
Yeah, I never had that problem because like when I was a kid, my setup for video games, aside from playing certain things on the
it was
computer,
only really for that like specific moment because like we had it set up in my sister's room and we just her TV was like higher up, so like we had to finagle with that.
I always had just a CRT on the floor.
No,
and we
never.
would no. Well, I had a CRT on the floor, and I had the GameCube plugged into that.
Yeah.
And we would sit there, like, in chairs and whatnot, or on the floor, and play it.
I mean, I also didn't have two TVs in my room for a long time. That was really more of a recent... that was more like when I was in high school. Like, early high school is when I had that second TV. Otherwise, for the longest time, too,
You and your brother shared?
Yeah, we shared one TV, and we always shared the consoles, usually.
Well, up until I graduated, I had a CRT.
I ended up using... I'm trying to think when I didn't get it. I think I stopped having a CRT. I think we stopped having CRTs in our house.
We had a couple...
probably 8th grade is when I stopped having... is when we got rid of our last CRT TV.
I know my parents and my sister didn't have a CRT, but I was just like, I don't care. I played my PlayStation 2 and my GameCube on it just fine.
Oh, same. I mean, I'll be honest, I was so blown away like the first time I got like an HDMI cable. I remember I got an HDMI cable for the PS3 because for our 360 we still used the components, or not components, we used the AV or whatever. So it wasn't like actual HD. But like I remember fucking plugging in the HDMI cord for the PS3 for the first time because I got it at Blockbuster. Yeah, putting us out there. And the first game I booted up with it was Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Also not shocking. Oh my god. Seeing like the sharpness and like the colors pop and everything, I'm like, ooh, this is HD gaming. This is the future.
Well,
it really is scary to think about how HD gaming was like the thing. And even like now it's not just that. God. Anyway.
Well, when I first got the TV that I currently have, before that, I had a CRT that was roughly the size of that. I'm pointing to a thing, and it was roughly the size of that, and the text would always like curl to the side, so you could barely read it sometimes. Like you'd have to get real close, and it was like really shitty. And I'd go over to other people's house, and they wouldn't have a CRT, and then they'd come back to my house, and they'd be like, "How the fuck do we play on this?" And then eventually, I got the TV I currently have, and the first game I played on it was, God, I think it was either Smash for Wii U or a Sonic game, and I saw it and I was like, wait, I could fucking read the text?
I know.
And that was the biggest thing to me, that I could read without geting like right
I remember our friend when you and him were playing Soul Calibur 4 and you were going through the character select screen, and since your TV was so small,
yes, he said, who the fuck is Tra? We couldn't read the names. He said, who the fuck is Tra?
To this day, I will never forget that story. Because, like, oh my god.
Well, it was great. I call her Tra to this day. Because...
that joke. That was my first 360 game, was Soul Calibur 4. I remember that. Oh my god.
360, I think. Oh god, what was my?
It
must have been Halo.
I definitely know that was my first 360 game because my brother got 360 for birthday or saved up. His first game on there was Call of Duty World at War. I remember that.
I didn't get into Call of Duty until way later.
I played a little bit of World at War because cousins and whatnot. But
I only play on the Wii.
I was very, not shocking, very adamant about playing the games. I was more into Halo than both of them. So, but yeah, I remember specifically going to Best Buy with my dad and my brother, and I was able to get a game. And the one game I was like, I'm like, oh, we got 360 now, so I can actually get Soul Calibur 4, and that's what I got. Doesn't
I
take
think
much to please me.
I think on 360 the first thing I got was Halo ODST with the Halo 3 multiplayer.
I don't think what was my.
I didn't get into Call of Duty until, what was it, 2 years into the PS4 being out. I got a PS3, and
I remember that.
And my cousin had a PS3 because he didn't get like an Xbox or anything like that. He just wanted the PS3, and he had it wasn't my cousin. It was my friend. It was a friend of mine from my childhood. He had Modern Warfare 3, and we played that. And we played the survival mode, and that was fantastic. And I was like, man, this is really good. So I got Modern Warfare on the Xbox, or Modern Warfare 3 on the Xbox. And then my cousin brought over he had Black Ops 2 and 1 in a combo disc. And we played the shit out of zombies. It was so much fun.
Oh, I can imagine. Oh, fuck. I was going to say something and I forgot.
Think.
I was trying to think, honestly, like, what would... I think my first PS3 game, I think it was God of War 3, because it was bundled with it. No. Yes. No, it was both God of War 3 and Uncharted 2. Obviously, you can tell which game I probably liked more.
Uncharted?
Yeah.
That'd be my guess. I remember with the PS3, I offered to give my mom the money if we got GameFly, and I would give her the money because I would get some money every week for helping with the daycare.
Yeah.
And I'd give her the money so we could get GameFly. And I got Oculus Trip through GameFly, and I was like, oh, can I give you the money? And we purchase it. And so we bought the game, they sent us the case, and then a few months later, we ended up canceling GameFly. And I was like, oh, it was so worth it because I found this fucking game.
Yeah, that's how you got it. That's how you got into it. It was from GameFly.
And then I couldn't play it because I kept my elected to keep my PS3 in the living room so mom could put Netflix on for the kids or they can watch DVDs. So I couldn't really play it when there were kids there. So from Friday night at 8 o'clock when they would all leave until Saturday morning at 6 a.m., I played the Oculus Trip, and I would beat an entire route. And the next Friday, I would beat a new route. And then the Friday after that, I'd beat another route. And that was so much fun.
I think the only other game I could think about, or console, was the Wii. Wasn't the first game I know. The first game was Wii Sports, and then I think a few other games after that. But
Wii Sports was definitely my favorite.
I think I know the first game I ever pre-ordered and went to the first midnight release for. I don't think I paid. I think I paid it. No, I don't think I paid it with my own money. But I definitely know it was the first midnight release and pre-order I've ever done at Game Crazy, rest in peace. With Smash Brothers Brawl. That was definitely like, oof, that's a really. I think that was definitely like the next like game I got from like my Wii after Wii Sports and whatnot was specifically
Brawl.
And
I think the first one I pre-ordered was Reach.
Yeah, no, first game I ever pre-ordered was Brawl. Again, not surprising, but honestly, that's another game I fucking play the shit of. And I remember specifically in elementary school, I was like one of the first kids who got the game and got all the characters before everyone. So I was slightly popular for like a hot minute because I knew how to unlock all the characters, so they kept coming to me. They're like, oh, how do you unlock so-and-so? I'm like, oh, you do this. It's Toad in the game. No, you fucking idiot.
No, you fucking
It's Rubber Mewtwo. Huh? That's gay. It's Lucario now, faggot.
I feel like Lucario is inherently gayer than Mewtwo.
Oh, immensely. But guess what? That's the joke. Anyway,
Wii Sports 1000% my favorite Wii game. I had Secret Rings, Black Knight.
Really? You liked Wii Sports over Brawl?
Yeah, I know. Brawl is probably my
I'm surprised because I thought
favorite or second favorite Smash game. But Okay, so my reason for Wii Sports is because every Christmas Eve, I'd go over to my aunt's house.
Okay, I see what this
And
going.
before Wii Sports came out, I'd sit in the back room and I'd play on like my Game Boy or something, and then eventually we leave, and it was fun. I enjoyed it, but like at the same time, everyone was secluded.
I get you. It brought everyone together.
We played Wii Sports. Me, my aunt, who's incredibly technically illiterate, my grandma, my cousins, we all played Wii Sports together, and it was so much fun. My aunt had a technique where she would have to walk into the other room, come back, turn away from the TV, and swing the mote to roll the bowling ball. And it worked. She'd get strikes when she did it. It was just so much fun, and Wii Sports is definitely my favorite game.
Oh, I totally understand that then. Totally get that. Well, I think that might wrap it up for this episode of What's New Player 2.
Wrap it up, put a nice bow, put it under the Christmas tree.
And put it under there until Santa comes next week. And for the 2 people who are listening,
Santa Claus is black.
I actually went to Home Goods yesterday. I'm not ending it on that. I actually went to Home Goods yesterday with my mother, and there was a fuck ton of like statues of black Santas. I'm like, wow, is this actually becoming a thing?
Yeah,
I'm okay with
Santa's
it.
black. Although I never understood the argument about Jesus. He's black. No, he's white. He's Middle Eastern.
Yeah, he's Middle Eastern.
He's from Nazareth. He is Middle Eastern. I don't think he spoke Arabic. He spoke.
No, I don't think.
I don't know if Arabic was the language back then. But he spoke a language that we don't speak.
No,
he
definitely
was
not.
Jewish. He was Middle Eastern. Like,
yeah, that whole thing's a weird thing. But either way,
the bastard probably had curly hair, and he was a carpenter, so he was out in the sun. So he definitely had like at least like brown skin.
So anyway, yeah, a lot of black Santa statues at Home Goods. Throwing it out there. Anyway,
get yourself a chocolate, Mr. Noel.
Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holiday.
Claus.
And we'll see you next episode, guys.
Build that